Meanwhile, motorhome giant Winnebago, which started trading on the stock exchange more than half a century ago, moved its headquarters from Iowa to Minnesota in 2021. Winnebago's CEO and president, Michael Happe, told me what drove this decision. Let's take a look.
Well, we made the decision to plant our headquarters flag in Minnesota because primarily of the access to talent for a lot of our senior leadership positions and enterprise functions that are centers of excellence areas to support our businesses around the enterprise. It's also just a tremendous community from a business quality of business standpoint. There's a number of rich companies with rich heritages, and we get the chance to learn from each other here within the business community.
How is being based now in Minnesota going to impact the future of your company?
Well, listen, we've turned from a single branded RV manufacturer into a portfolio of premium outdoor recreation brands. And so we have the opportunity to grow Winnebago Industries from our base here in Minnesota, even globally, potentially in the future, by having the right people here to accelerate the growth and profitability of those brands and businesses in the future. And so our ability to attract talent into these key center of excellence areas here in Minnesota at our corporate office is essential to our future.
What does the country need to know about Minnesota?
Well, the quality of life in Minnesota is pretty good. First of all, it's a wonderful outdoor state, which is particularly relevant to Winnebago Industries. Nature is part and parcel of the way of life here. We also have, per capita, one of the strongest business communities in the entire nation. Almost 20 Fortune 500 companies are located here, especially in the Twin Cities area. We have great public-private partnerships between companies like ourselves, but some of the higher ed academic institutions. And lastly, charitable giving is also part of the DNA of many Minnesota companies. They not only do well, but they do good.
Mm-hmm. How do you work with other leaders as part of the Minnesota Business Partnership?
Well, the Minnesota Business Partnership is a great collection of various CEOs from some of the larger companies around the state. And it's an opportunity for us to connect personally, to share professional knowledge. We work together to lobby our state legislatures to provide hopefully a friendly business community for our companies to thrive in this state. But it's a community of camaraderie and knowledge that I think benefits us all.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it does. And how can Minnesota retain this thriving environment to be the headquarters of companies like the ones that you work with?
I think first and foremost, the state really needs to be focused on helping businesses thrive and succeed in the future so that we can continue to give back to our communities and make the Minnesota way of life even stronger in the future. And that means that obviously we have to keep an eye on regulations that are potentially too excessive. We need to make sure that the tax structure is friendly, and there needs to be incentives for us to grow. And I know many of the Minnesota business leaders within the MVP, and they care about this state deeply. And if businesses succeed in the state of Minnesota, so will all Minnesota citizens.
Even though you're based in Minnesota, the company Winnebago, of course, has been listed here at the stock exchange for more than half a century. Michael, what do people need to know about Winnebago today and how it's evolved into the company it is now?
Well, Winnebago Industries is 67 years old. We were founded in 1958, joined the stock exchange in 1970, and we've really transformed who we are, especially within the last 10 years. We've turned from an iconic single-branded RV manufacturer into this premium portfolio of outdoor recreation brands. We compete across all segments of the North American recreational vehicle market, and we've entered the boat business with a couple premium brands of boats as well. So we are all things outdoor recreation. We want to continue to diversify and grow. And we have some of the best brands in all of the outdoor industry. Brands like Winnebago, Grand Design, Newmar, and iconic brands in the boat business like Chris-Craft, a 152-year-old brand in Chris-Craft, and a sensational new pontoon brand in Barletta. And it's that collection of premium brands and hopefully more in the future that will pave the way for more future future success here at Winnebago Industries.
Yeah, how are you integrating new technologies like artificial intelligence into the business model?
Well, when I think about artificial intelligence, I think about its benefits being around primarily three areas. Can we identify new business growth and revenue opportunities? Can we operate the business more efficiently? And can we make the customer experience even stronger? And so we really focus our AI on trying to solve problems in each of those three areas. It starts with having good data that you trust and you can organize in a way to then mine and ultimately create better decisions for your business in the future. So we're in the early innings of AI here at Winnebago Industries. We have a long runway in front of us. And so in the short term, we want to get everybody trained. We want everybody engaged and really get the flywheel spinning in their heads about how we can use that technology to make the business better.
Winnebago CEO and President Michael Happe there with that interview. Thanks again to Michael. Well, we do have more on the other side.